That's coming down. Well, this car is doing some weird stuff. Good afternoon, good evening, and good day. Good morning to those of you on the West Coast. As you can tell by the layout of the show and all of this, I am on the road today. We should be stopping in about 6 minutes. FSD is doing an interesting job with this roundabout, and see how it does it. Signals, it's nice. Changing lanes in the middle, I don't know about that part. I'll be with you in just a moment. All right, for those of you that saw the thumbnail for today's show, you can tell that we'll be talking a little bit about several things, including the new Porsche. Ooh. The car has been dumping this drink on me the whole way over. The car's drank more of the water than I have. Let's see. Looks like we got about 6 more minutes. I don't know if I can see that. Oh, there's nobody in the chat yet anyway. That's fine. I forgot to sign out of the software on my computer at home and thought that I wouldn't be able to put this in the right place. And thankfully, I was wrong. I was able to bring all of you guys, well, sign in on the correct place, and then bring all of you guys and my other computer and camera over to the station. And I'm in a new area to me, so gotta supervise FSD a lot better than I would normally would, so that's what I'm doing. Hopefully you can hear me. I've got a laptop and the iPad with me, so it won't be this goofy phone situation the whole way. And one of my modems, so we should be good to go. We'll find out. I haven't seen a single Tesla yet in the neighborhood. I know there are some, but I haven't seen any yet. These are some weird turns you're making there, car. Just simple 90s at regular intersections, and it's like, yeah, let's just do it at a 45, see what happens. And of course, it continues with that whole hog in the middle of a residential unmarked street garbage. I cannot wait till I can try out V12 and see if some of the new bad habits that started with 11.3 are resolved. I gotcha. You tried to spill my water again? Gotcha. Get out of the middle of the road. There's oncoming traffic. It's become an FSD stream, but without looking at the road. All right, you don't need to brake. You're on your side of the road. They're on their side of the road. You're following a golf cart. Just do your thing. There you go. You got it. All right, I see Dan is messaging the messaging thread. Don't know what he said because I'm driving. The Amazon van. Get out of the road, car. Okay. Now it's going to go around the Amazon van because that's just how it rolls. Whoa. It tried, but the Amazon van started resuming traffic. Get back on your side of the road. All right, now he's waving us on. Okay. Let's get back into automated mode. Okay. Pedestrians. The other day, there were some Canada goose just wandering the street as they are wont to do. And at the last second, they entered our path and just kind of stood there. And as usual, the car stopped for them, but it drew them as dogs. This is the first time I've seen the dog icon in quite a while, but it drew them as little dogs. And then once they were out of our path, or at least to the point where it could go around, it did the thing. And that was pretty cool. All right, here we go. 2 more minutes. This is a big neighborhood. What are we doing? And what is a pink dress? She picked out Mickey Mouse. So we're going to a kid's birthday party, obviously. Why are you stopping to make this turn? You can see around the curve. Go. I didn't have to nudge it. I just did the right thing, but slowly. All right. You got it. Take the curve like you got some sense. Yes, I do audibly talk to FSD. Not as much I'm doing right now, just that's for your benefit, but I do audibly talk to FSD while it does its thing. physically it can hear, but does it do anything with that data? But it kind of completes that whole teaching a teenager to drive feeling that you get. This neighborhood has a lot of police cars. Ooh, FSD did the right thing there. Oncoming Camaro at high speed, and it ducked over, and he ducked over, and then I told it to go with my pedal, and we navigated it. Wow. Also, for a good portion of this, it hasn't been hogging the street. It's been on its proper side of the road. Interesting. I don't know how it decides when it's going to be a jerk and when it's going to drive like it's got some sense. Now it's on the left side of the road. Robert William, you might like that. All right, let's see. Almost to our destination. Something on this side. Zoom all the cars. That might not be a safe assumption. Here we go. I guess we're the first ones here. Fine by me. All right, let's pull on over, let the ladies out. Drive on their grass. Don't block their neighbors. That should be enough. I think only one car can fit in front of me. All right, so here we go. Waiting on my dad to arrive, unless Moto and Gig want to go looking for the child on their own. And let's start breaking out the equipment. So this will be a more normal show for you. More normal, but not normal. Obviously, we're in the car again. Okay, we're in park. Does it really matter? Not particularly matter that we're in park, but it helps that I don't accidentally step on the pedal or something and then roll back or whatever. Y'all might have seen my tweet this week about the X post about the. Actually, that's part of the show, so we'll get to that in just a little bit. Do I want to even bother with the modem? I think I do. Laptop is hot, even though it's supposed to be asleep. Get you a microphone. Some headphones. I think I'm going to use the USB-A here because I can use the USB-C as power. Do I really need the power? I don't think. Yes, baby.
Why?
Huh? Where's Grandpa? That's not him there. Just somebody zooming through the neighborhood like they don't have any sense. I cannot stand people who speed through residential neighborhoods like there aren't going to be kids running through. It's
Mommy, shark?
shark. Where?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Why? Got a microphone. Okay, before you leave,
Mommy,
the card tray in the back,
Mommy?
please.
what?
Okay, we got the laptop. We got the microphone. The laptop is cooking, even though it's supposed to be asleep.
Mommy? Yes. That's why I'm really cold.
Because you chose to dress in an old-fashioned style. That's why.
I don't have clothes. I don't have dress.
You hear this? She says she doesn't have a dress or clothes. What I'm looking for now is a USB-C. We've got plenty. Just don't know where any of them are. Currently under Gig's trash can. Where does this go? Oh, you're stepping on it. That's why it wasn't going. All right. Look. Open this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need the card tray because this will not work. All right, got the laptop. USB A is on this side. USB C is on this side. All right. Where did that microphone cable go? Right here. Ooh, this screen is super dusty. We're getting there. All right, let's look at the chat while we get this started. Zachary says, it doesn't say. Why doesn't it say? Flarold says, do I still have the same Model X? I do. This is the 2018 and a half Model X P100D. And all of its, I don't know how you say it, all of its good stuff and all of its flaws.
Mommy?
Yes, baby. Sometimes she calls me mommy. Which is a change from where she used to call all of us daddy. Okay. Oh, the modem. Do I want to get the modem or do I want to share the connection from the phone? Let's try and see how it behaves. Right, so we got the modem. Needs a battery. This is exciting. All right, so this is the SIM card. There's the battery. I have to take the battery out because the manufacturer says it will swell if you just leave it plugged in all the time. And this modem I usually use to connect the solar panels at the house to the internet. Because for some reason the little brain just keeps disconnecting all the time. All right, turn battery level too low. Well, I guess that we won't be running the laptop from the USB-C. It's got enough charge anyway. We'll run the modem from the USB-C. That's weird that it self-discharged so much. Exotic Geek says, good afternoon. And Laryl is asking how many miles we have now. We have, it thinks I'm on a phone call. Something like 90,000, 99,000. I've got this iPad here. It's got the Tesla app. Let's find out. Be careful, baby. All right. So the iPad says, show me your eyes. Okay. And then it shows Tesla app. Build card. All right. So we got our Tesla app going. It's running slow for some reason. No, I don't need a referral. Oh, I mean, I'd love a referral, but I'm not trying to make a referral right now. 91,581 miles at the moment. I don't know that you need Sentry Mode with us in the car. All right. Next up, we've got Exotic Geek says, show brought to you by FSD. Absolutely. All right. So the laptop is on. It's got the microphone. The modem is still booting up. The reason I don't want to tether the laptop to the phone right now is this one's got unlimited data and this one does not have unlimited tethering. So, all right. So what I can do is type in the URL to be on the show and not hit enter until this thing turns on. 2% connecting. Yeah, that battery completely self-discharged. It was disconnected and everything. That's not a good showing. I guess I gotta plug this in every couple months to make sure that it doesn't kill its own battery, because I don't know what a battery would cost for this thing, $50, something like that. Not an expense I want to incur for no reason. All right. Are you considering trading for any EVs in the near future? I'm not really. We're in line for a Cybertruck, and we're trying to see if we can't make a Foundation Series work, but maybe not on that, but definitely a dual motor Cybertruck for sure. But if we can get the Foundation Series to work and keep this, then I think that'll be a good deal. As we saw recently, I don't think I added this to the show, but maybe I did. The FSD transfers are back for now, as well as the lifetime supercharging that this car has. Transfers are also back for a limited time through the end of the quarter. And then we've also got On this car, we've got the unlimited.
Mommy?
Daddy Shark. We've got unlimited premium connectivity for life, which we would get on the Foundation series, but I don't know that we would get it any way to transfer that on any other car, which isn't a big deal. We're talking about what, $100 a year, $10 a month. I think that's what they charge. More important is not to have to pay that subscription to FSD, or awesome to not have to pay the supercharging, but that won't be an option for Cybertruck. Let's see if this thing is on. Yeah, the screen turned off. All right, so excuse me, it's got 2 bars, 3%, and it says that we've used 2.53 gigabytes. I don't know what the solar system is talking about. There's used 2 gigabytes to send production data, maybe 6 hours a day. All right, so, oh, you know what though? I know why. The car has connected to this thing, and it's probably sent all the FSD data, or as much as it could so far, from this trip back to Tesla. And it does burn about 4 gigs per short trip for me. So now let's get the laptop on this. The screen is like not bright at all. The guy's cooking on his golf cart. All right, but cooking, I mean speeding, as much as that SUV did. All right, so we're at 72% battery. I need Wi-Fi.
Mommy?
Yeah, I know Wi-Fi is available. Give me my Wi-Fi. There it is. It says it's open. It should not be open. It should be encrypted. Even weirder. I see the correct one with the correct signal. So this thing is throwing off 3 SSIDs. That's interesting. Exotic Geek says it's like a teen. If you don't pay attention, listen to me. Exactly. Oh, the laptop is magnetic, and my watch band is magnetic, and it touched. All right, checking network requirements. I would have brought the Mac, but then the Mac really doesn't like reconnecting back to the stuff I've got on the desk. After a move. So I brought the Windows PC, which has apparently never heard of this modem of mine. Checking network requirements. Did I type the password wrong the first time? Spinning. Hey, we're connected. All right, so now let's connect to here. Push enter. There should be 2 of me. Hopefully not an echo of me, because the phone is not pushing the sound through to the car, which is fine. Okay. I saw the people had a icon on it. I thought it meant that it was new people, but it's saying that there's 2 people and only one is on the show. The other people is my office. Just sitting there empty, waiting for us to do the show. Let's go back. We got a new chat. Laurel says, am I multicasting? I am indeed multicasting. I should be on Twitch. Oh, there's my dad. It should be Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. LinkedIn was being goofy this morning, so that was that. Dad says hi with his flashing lights. And the laptop is still trying to connect, which is fine by me. There it goes. I don't know the laptop has got a fast enough signal to do this. What we might end up doing is, like I said, connecting to the phone as a hotspot and doing it that way. And the car should know how to deal with that. And so we're going to open up. Well, I would open up the baby's door, but she might fall. Anybody coming this way? There you go. Please also get the table for me. No? You're going to crawl over? All right. I'm on the tray so I can put this laptop in the right way. Okay, so the laptop is still showing a white screen and connecting. What I'll probably end up doing now is connecting it. These people drive like they don't have any sense. They're zooming on through. Let me open this door.
Mwah.
Say good morning, Dad.
Good morning, Grandpa.
Afternoon. Okay, so now let me get these headphones plugged into the microphone. We get unpacked. And Gig will bring me the table, and we'll be on to something. Okay, the microphone is muted itself, which I think is fine. Oh, you know what I could do so that it won't mess this up? Thank you. I could stream from the iPad, and that way it doesn't matter if I use up all my data, because I'll still be able to stream from the phone. Okay. There we go. Car tray comes in handy again.
What did you want?
Huh?
What did you want?
Nothing.
ใส่รองเท้าหรือว่าถ้า
Okay. Well, iPad. Boop. And we'll go down to settings. I think I'm doing it right. I've only done this once on the iPad. Settings. Although iPad is using the same connection. I bet you that the reason it's so slow is because the car is uploading all that data, and the iPad is also connected. It's not quite what I was expecting. I want to do
รอ Grandpa ก่อนนะ
sharing.
Wait for Grandpa.
How do I do that on here? Cellular data. There we go. Personal hotspot. Allow others to join. On. This is not the settings it had before, which means more typing. Sorry about that. I don't know who told them to change. I didn't. Gig, where are those snacks at? Thank you. Okay,
Oh, cool.
okay, so now I'm looking for the iPad. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, you want this one?
Oh, it should be called Casey's iPad. So where are you at? Should be a great signal. It's right next to the maybe I need to maximize compatibility, which I shouldn't have to do, but whatever. Baby, don't stand on my snacks with your shoes. She likes to step on stuff. A Vision Pro would be interesting. There is a selfie cam in the Teslas that have key cards, but I don't have a key card on my Tesla. Maybe I need to search again. I don't know how to do that. So close this and go back into Wi-Fi again. No, what, baby? Why is everything no to you? She's at the stage, like she learned the word no, and now everything is no. All right. I've got the hotspot turned on. It's on 5G, but I do not see it on the Wi-Fi list. I don't have it set to hidden. It won't help you to connect to the. I've got a dash cam in the car, and it's trying to connect to the dash cam as Wi-Fi. That won't do the trick. All right. So to connect using Wi-Fi, choose Casey's iPad. To connect to Bluetooth, pair the iPad with the computer. I don't really want to do Bluetooth. To connect using USB, plug the iPad into your computer. I could do that, but that's silly. Let's see if the car can see this Wi-Fi hotspot. I've got it uncompatible. The car can't see it either. And the car has connected to the iPad before. If I turn off the hotspot and turn it back on, turn off that compatibility garbage. Okay. And it's not that it's not included on my plan, because the iPad has a limit of how much it can share, just like the phone does. Technology. All right, so we're going to switch to using the phone, just because I'm still looking at a white screen on the laptop connected to the proper hotspot. The hotspot is made more for our Western location, and here where we are is kind of let's call it bonus. Okay, let's turn this off. Allow others to join. Let's check one more time on the car. The car sees it. So let's try the computer again. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. I'm gonna put this here and hope I don't spill the water all over my dashboard. Type in this password. Long password. Hit connect. Whoa, almost dropped that bit. Checking network requirements. So apparently you can reboot Wi-Fi too. How many devices do I have there? I've got phone, laptop, tablet, and hotspot. So 4, and then the car. All right, so let's sign in. It's much faster. It's not good when your non-hotspot is faster than your actual hotspot. But again, I'm outside of the zone. Oh, baby's back. I can't open the door because it opens straight into her face. There we go. She didn't want to go. Your friend's here. You not gonna give him his present? Grandpa's here too. All right, so why won't you log in? This is the same browser I use at the house. While we wait on that, I'm gonna pull up the notes so I know what we're talking about today, other than the Porsche and what I was talking about with the parking brake. Yes, we'll log in with YouTube. And this should be February 11th. There we go. Perfect. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is Choice Hotels. They have several brands, none of which make any sense to me right now because I am not doing this properly. They have elected to put universal wall connectors at their locations and to list them as a criteria that you can filter for when you're trying to book online or with a travel agent. So that way, for now, you can charge your Tesla with it, and then coming up real soon, you can charge, well, I say that the universal connector can already charge anything. So you can charge anything. And then they have been given the exception. They're allowed to do the exclusion and the charging for charging and everything like that with just 4 stalls per location rather than 6 stalls per location like Tesla requires for everybody else. Why is this not signing in? Do I got to put the whole email? That's new. Or have you switched back to the other Wi-Fi and not told me? No, it's still on the iPad. And the iPad's got 2 bars of LTE. It's a big neighborhood. All right, so that was pretty cool right there. And then next, Volvo has put out the EC230 electric excavator. And Electric thought they were being cute. They called it to stud in France. They put this excavator to work on a stud farm where horses get it on and make new horses. That's the easiest way to say that. The horse factory. Why won't you sign in? All right, I'm going to close this. I wonder if maybe it saw I changed IP addresses or something and freaked out. It's running reasonably quick. Now it's spinning. Okay. Then we've got our my password. You think I know my password? They haven't seen this computer in a while, so they're making it fun.
Mommy?
Daddy, yes?
Daddy?
Yes.
Huh? Baby?
Baby, you got your Minnie Mouse shoes and your Minnie Mouse dress? Yeah. Keep your dress down, baby. So I opened the email and it switches the email apps. That's nice. Where'd you go? And now it opens up over here after I already opened it up on the iPad. If I ever do blooper shows and the comedies of errors and the clip shows, these mobile shows would definitely do it. All right, so I don't need you to sign into Gmail. Oh wait, I might actually need you to sign into Gmail. That one. Go. All right. Now let me just save the password. That's what a password manager is for. USB key. All right. So all this extra security is not conducive to being mobile. Touch it. Touch it. Next. Touch it. It's in. Go.
Yeah.
You gotta reinsert it. Elon is tweeting about boobs. I might have to turn off his notifications. Yes, baby. Yeah? I'm always letting out all the air conditioning. It's hot outside. Watch yourself, kid. I'm closing the store. No, just this front door. Oh, it's too windy. It won't close. Okay. So we're almost there. Just to prove who we are, so we can sign back in to the stream. Laryl says, "No, you don't have to have a last question." Laryl says, "After owning this Model X for so long, what can you say about painful issues you've had with it? It looks like you've had good luck considering how long you've had it." So with this particular Model X, we've lost the AC 3 times, always in the summer, and it's black, and it's got this helicopter windshield, so that makes it super comfortable. All in all, we spent about $600 on AC service. Tesla has always eaten the most of it. Once or twice was under warranty, and then another time they tried to charge me for right after the first time it happened. Like they tried to charge me for another fill like a couple months after, and I was like, "Nah, you guys are the only ones who've ever opened the AC system. You need to do better than that." And I don't know if I can say his name. I can say his name, but I don't know if I can say it here. My service writer, he was good. He fixed it in the computer, and it dropped down to basically just labor to refill the system that last time, and I'm still not sure what happened to cause it to. It doesn't have any leaks. They did a leak test on it, and the first time it went out, we're very sure it was software, because after software updated, it was fine. They didn't actually physically do anything to it. And then the second time was definitely coolant, or not coolant, but the refrigerant. And then the third time was refrigerant, but that's where they tried to charge me again. And I was like, nah, you're not gonna charge me again when you guys are the only ones who ever opened it up. And so, I mean, it's fair to pay the technician for the time, but not fair to charge me for the whole fill again. All right, yeah, import the settings. I don't care. Just we need to be able to prove who we are so that we can sign into the computer so that we can get off the phone. Okay, security alert. I don't need to check the activity. I need to approve the activity. Let's go back to the sign in and see if it will let us in now. Oh, that's why. I'm looking for the wrong email. Verify new device or location. Thanks for verifying. Log in again. Get that security key. Do this for 30 days. Touch the circle. Wait for it to authenticate. Put this back someplace safe. Now, no, I don't want to. Why would I need a touch keyboard when I've got a physical keyboard right here, computer? I would get it if it was a regular Surface, but it ain't. Oh, this neighbor's not happy with me. You can get over it. Okay, almost there. Now we need to get a password copied over. And then Timothy says, Happy Football Week. That's the new substitute name for the game I can't say for fear of being taken off the air by the NFL. Do I take it anywhere for repairs, or do they come to me? So for anything that's not a liquid or having to pick the whole car up or a high voltage situation, I can get the technicians to come to me either at our South Dakota address or our South Carolina address. But if it is anything like that, then I need to take it to a facility. I haven't had to get service in South Dakota, but I think I have to go to Minnesota. But for South Carolina, down in the Charleston area, I can go to Savannah, or I can go to where we picked it up. I can go to Matthews, which is Charlotte. And then the car was initially sold out of Raleigh to us. And then there's now a half a service center in Columbia, South Carolina. They're not allowed to do any fluids or tires or anything that could be considered to be tire and lube. But it still makes it a 1 hour, 45-minute drive each way instead of 2 to 4 hours each way, and then have to do that as a round trip. Okay, so you're logged in. Why not finish the login process? There you go. Just copy that. Don't share it. Don't clone it. There you go. Put that. After all that, it just automatically filled it in, but it filled in the wrong one, so that's fine. Next. Verifying is me. And now I need the key again. I'm glad I did happen to have the key in my pocket today. I don't always carry it with me. All set. the reason I asked for the key again, the reason I asked for the snacks is because I've got like a headache, and I'm not sure if it's a low sugar event. Touch the key again. Do I need to leave the key in? Is that what you're telling me? Yes, continue. They're emailing me to tell me that I signed in someplace they don't recognize. I like that. Excuse me. Let me close it and try again. Because the iPad's still got 2 bars. Okay, we'll close this tab. And that tab. Okay, we'll log in with YouTube again. Why am I using YouTube login instead of theirs? I only use the software to log it to broadcast to YouTube, so it made sense. The range has changed a great deal since I got it, Harold. It used to be, when we bought it, they were supposed to be able to do 289, and it's never, ever achieved that. They gave me 100% charge when we first picked it up, and it did 286. And now I think it's down to 246 for a 90% charge. That could be for 100% charge. And if it's a 90% charge, then it's like 264 and change for a 100% charge. It's still not signing in. The whole point of using the computer is so I could share the article images with you, but let's roll on without the article images. Choice Hotel is the worst chain ever, says Dan. They need this, and the wall charger will be an attempt to get an EV customer. Leonard says, I always say major football competition. Leonard says, I lived in Rapid City for 4 years. I thought you're still in Virginia. No, we hightailed it out of Virginia to get away from the taxes. We are in South Dakota and South Carolina. At the moment, we're sitting in South Carolina working on some stuff on the house to get it re-rented, and some business. And we were also here for some stuff with my dad, and then we'll see how quickly we get back out west. But the plan is for us to be pretty mobile. We want to show the entire 48 states to Motico before we have to put her in a school. And then it also gives a chance to pick a school system we like. Because right now with the whole, look at what Florida's doing with their schools. And I don't want any part of that for my daughter. To say what I'm trying to say without getting into the politics of it all, if you get what I'm saying. My sisters, they did some school in South Carolina, and I didn't like the quality of what they were teaching there. I mean, at the time it was enough to get into any college in the nation, but with some of the changes they made to Florida, for instance, they don't actually get an education that qualifies for many of the colleges in the nation. Let's put it that way. Why is this thing not going? All right, like I said, we'll just do it without pictures this week. And you've been homeschooling for 18 years. That was another thing we were looking at. Not necessarily actually homeschooling ourselves, but when I was in school in Florida, before they changed everything, my last couple of years I did virtual school, and I really enjoyed that. And I'm wondering if if we can't leverage the experience of a professional teacher, get them to do the teaching, and then we just make sure the homework gets done and help with like tutoring and stuff. If wherever we register at has that as an option, or actually South Dakota is pretty nice at you got the homeschooling and whatever else you want to do, you can do the homeschooling as a virtual school. I think that would do the trick, assuming that Moto responds to it, obviously, because if she doesn't do the schooling, then we'll have to come up with something that it works, because you need an education. All right, it's not signing me in here either. So let's put this thing back to sleep. When I get home, I'll figure out what's wrong with it. And we'll whip out the iPad. Okay, unplug the microphone. Which also means I don't need these headsets. Power. Sleep. I don't know why the baby's gift is here instead of at the party with the child. But whatever. Okay, all of that is over here. We'll go back to our notes. No, I don't need caps lock. I need tab. There we go. All right, so I wanted to show you the picture of the Porsche. So I'm going to do that thing that I sometimes do where I point the screen, point the phone at a screen, just because that's all we've got to work with here with the way everything is going. Twitter beta has expired. I don't need a Twitter beta. It's also not signed me into X. What's going on here? Log in. We're going to need the key again. Yes. Log in. Here's the key. Oh, it wants a code from the app. I'm going to use the key. Security key, please. Go. Actually, I could have done what it asked me to. I wanted to use a passkey, and the Mac is set up for a passkey, I think, which should mean that the iPad should be set up as well. Okay. Well, he's got a video, so we'll ignore that. So this is coming from Sawyer, but there are plenty of other places we could get this information about the new Porsche. They've unveiled the refreshed 2025 Taycan. Starting price is only $101,000. The top trim starts at $214,000. Even the top trim, they say starts at, because with Porsche, everything's an option. So you can, and that 214 could very easily be over 300. 0 to 60 in as little as 2.3 seconds. So almost as fast as a Plaid, and slightly faster than this old bus. 320 kilowatt charging speed, which is a 50 kilowatt improvement. 105 kilowatt hour battery. And Porsche claims that the 2025 Taycan will be one of the fastest charging EVs on the road. 0 to 80% charge in 18 minutes. And more powerful batteries, revised thermal management, and a next-gen heat pump with a new suspension. I wonder if that's that new suspension we saw where they were remote controlling it with a phone app. Not that consumers can do that, but it was a good demo. New front and rear end styling with new headlights and taillights with flatter headlights. You can tell that they're different, but I didn't see much change in the new front end. I haven't seen the rear end. Updated control and display concept with a maximum recuperation or regen capability, while slowing down from high speeds has increased by more than 30% from 290 to up to 400 kilowatts. That is substantial. I think this beast is limited to like 60 to 80 kilowatts on regen. It's still a lot, but at the higher speeds, you're going to need the brakes. And it now comes with up to 938 horsepower, which is in spitting distance of the 1020 of the Plaid. Orders are now open and delivery start in summer of 2024 in the US. Okay, so look at that, a heart. Tesla Tidbits says, shame that Porsche fans had to spend 200 grand to get beat by a family sedan that costs under half of that. Tesla really laid down a challenge with the Plaid S. And now we're at 3.11 gigabytes, so, and it's hot. So what I'm gathering here is that the car is just blasting data. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off as well, since we don't need it. Shut down. All right, and the next I want to do is check my sugar real quick. All right, be right back. All right, so we're good, but I could have a snack. I'll deal with that in a minute. All right, so Marcus says, not our Marcus from the show, just a different guy named Marcus, says, I'll go with 4 Model 3s for the same price. Mr. All Electric Car Lunacy says, I've read worrying things lately about the whole word learning reading being worse than the phonetic method we used that worked well for us. Something to look into. That's a good point. And I was looking for a copy of Hooked on Phonics that had a CD so I could rip it to MP3s and carry it with us on well, she's got an iPad, but I was going to say like maybe a phone or something, but or the car. I think that the phonetic would be great as well because one of my sisters doesn't spell so well, and I blame it on the South Carolina schools. And login system down for the day, like Meta had an outage. That very well could be the case. All right. Well, it's good to see you, Lara, and we'll talk to you soon. And all right. So the next topic that they had for us, I had put in the list for us, is Nick Jenkins says, at Sawyer Merritt, not another recall. And let's see what he's referring to here. I think it's just a regular software update, and he's just being funny. And he's got the office. No. So what this is in Tesla's upcoming update 2024.2.3, Tesla will add the ability to remind drivers to plug in their vehicles under certain conditions, and you'll be sent a notification if you arrive home with less than half of your set charge limit, and is where you normally charge at. That's pretty helpful because right now to get that, I had that on my Volt native with the OnStar, my Volt, both Volts, where if you weren't plugged in by, I always had it set to like 8 o'clock, it would toot the horn, and then send you a message, hey, you're not plugged in. And you could do that on the Teslas, but it required third-party apps to do it, or a calendar reminder, hey, have you plugged in yet? Check your app. And so now this feature is coming native to the Tesla system. I like that. I also have third-party apps, but it would still be nice to have it native, especially for folks who don't connect other stuff to other systems. So there we go. Good news there. And then GoGoRoo. So GoGoRoo, you guys might remember, is the moped charging system, moped company that we talk about out of India and other parts of Asia occasionally throughout the year. They've made a splash. They are coming to the, they've unveiled a new high-performance electric scooter, and they're coming to the US. Let me open this and get the details on that. So the GoGoRoo Pulse electric scooter is their highest performance model yet. Several international expansion announcements. They've announced a new scooter known as the Pulse, and it uses the existing swappable battery standard. That's good. Ushers in a new technological revolution as their highest performance scooter yet. It looks very modern. Looks like this. I didn't have a picture of the Porsche, that's why I didn't show it. It uses a brand new motor developed by the company to power the scooter's hyperdrive powertrain. It's got a 9 kilowatt-hour rated H1 motor and a new hardcore, powerful smart system that delivers state-of-the-art traction control. That's nice. 378 newton meters or 279 foot-pounds of torque at the rear wheel. Not bad. That's aggressive. When you look at like how heavy is most of their owners going to be, that's strong. For reference, that's over twice the torque of a Ducati Panigale V4. That's nice. Motor is said to offer 0 to 50 kilometers or 31 miles per hour time of 3.05 seconds, which should blow away essentially any other 125cc equivalent scooter, gas or electric. All right. And this is not the link that I put in here. The link I put in here was about USA. And the charging system. And I searched USA, and all I got was the middle of the word thousands a couple times. So that is good news. And then let's find out what's next after that. A new undocumented feature for Tesla software update 2024.2, the unlock button. If the vehicle is unlocked and someone is in the vehicle, they'll now be presented with an unlock button, just another bigger one that the passenger can just click on easily and that you can point to from the outside saying, hey, let me in. Rivian is announcing 2 new range options for the R1T and R1S with the same capability and performance Rivian owners love. They say that. Oh, they make a link to their site. Nice. Okay. So they have a standard pack now, and the standard pack comes with two options. They've got a standard pack and then a software range limited standard pack. So now you can lease an R1 starting at $559 a month. But that's not what I clicked on. I clicked on the link for the article, and they are now trying to sell me a car. I was going to tell you more, but apparently opening it on the iPad changes that. Great. And somebody asked, and they clarify that this does still qualify for the 3750 and 7500 tax credits. So nice. Oh wait, I take that back. You get 3750 if you purchase, and you get the 7500 if you lease. So that's not bad. Next up, we've got the world's first semi-truck with 1,000 kilowatt hour, so 1 megawatt hour battery. Spinning. 1 megawatt hour battery capacity is plowing snow in Norway like a boss. That one's coming to us from Electric. And it looks like this. It's like a semi-truck with a snowplow on the front. You know what I'm going to do next time is just take this thing off of the keyboard. It'll be a lot easier to show you. And folks were confused in the comments on this one about how much range this thing actually has. But if they quoted it while plowing snow, that's not going to be quite what you expect. All right, just checking the comments real quick. Let's go back. Abarth unveils the 600E, its most powerful vehicle to date, in a limited Scorpion Sisma edition. So this is the Fiat 500E Abarth. I didn't realize Abarth was a separate brand like AMG or whatever. Let's click on that. And it looks like this. Not bad. I guess now that we're not charging that modem, we can charge the iPad. Huh, there we go. All right, so this one, they call it the 600E instead of the 500E. So that tells us that the performance should be better than the outgoing model, right? Or is it just because the whole car, the platform has changed? I'm not sure. I don't stay on to the, the Fiat. So this is an all-electric homage to the Fiat 600 from the 1950s and 60s, but with a much more horsepower and an evil hypnotic purple tint on its limited production edition. 240 horsepower, compact hatch, and they're going to make just 1949 units. So if you are into Abarths and you want this 600E, get to your Abarth dealer quickly. And let's see, so they're going to have, so that's only in the Scorpion version with the 240 horsepower. They are bringing the all-electric 500E back to the US, and Abarth is not sharing many other details right now. So I was hoping to get like a range, 0 to 60, and they're not giving that out right now. The Lotus Emya has completed their 3-year testing program ahead of schedule, and they had a nice video, and I gave myself a warning to mute the sound, which means they have music. But at the same time, you won't be able to see a video that clearly. So here's oh, maybe I shouldn't have plugged it in. There we go. Here is a photo of it. Okay. And that one is expected to arrive later this year. The Emya is Lotus Car's second all-electric model after their Elter Hyper SUV last year, or sorry, in 2022. The Geely-owned brands, they vow to go all-electric and intend to use a $1.2 billion factory to do so. The Emya will continue their journey towards that goal when it arrives later this year. Originally known as the Type 133, as their first 4-door coupe. I really wish manufacturers would stop getting creative with stuff like that. Why don't you call it like a fastback sedan or something? It's not a coupe if it's got 4 doors. Anyway, that style. 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. Not bad. Not bad at all. And I'll tell you guys more about it as it gets closer to delivery. All right, and then this is the one I was telling you guys about earlier with the park brake situation. So I tweeted, BZ can't catch a break. Sorry, brake, B-R-E-A-K, can't get a break. Glad I don't have to remember to park with my Tesla. Just get out and it sets the brake itself. I'm glad everyone's okay. And that was a link to an Electrek article. Toyota BZ4X, BZ4X crashes into the ocean after the driver forgot to put the EV into park with video. The video is a local news source, so I just wanted to show you the picture of it. There. So there's a BZ swimming in the ocean. It did not catch fire like the Model X tends to do when you put it completely in the water. I don't know that always happens when you put a Model X underwater. It's just that of the 3 times we've seen it, that's what we see with the Model X. So what happened here is the guy got out to throw away his garbage after he and his friend were eating in the car. And then the friend is frantically trying to grab a stick and push the brake pedal, and it's just not working. And as the car hits the water, he's already got the window rolled down, and then he bails from the car. And safety first, guys. If your car doesn't auto park, you need to make sure that you push that button on the way out. Only reason I can laugh at this is because nobody got hurt. All right, so then we've got Nissan updates their HD vans with 87 kilowatt hour battery and 286 mile range. That is on the European cycle. And okay, so I see what happened. My Gogoro stories got split in half. We'll talk about Gogoro again in a minute, but first let's look at a picture of that Nissan. So this is the Nissan commercial van with 286 miles of range. There. And they pointed out that they need to hurry up and update the Nissan NV vans and bring the ENVs to North America. It's beyond time to do that. They are so late, it's not even funny. This is coming from the ENV 200 has been available. It's basically a Nissan Leaf with active cooling. It's a little computer fan in the battery. That would have been great for so many people who need a small van, people being like contractors and such. And then the larger NV 2500 and the 3500, they also should have been electrified before Ford and Bright Drop and Mercedes and all the others got their vans to the US. Since they already had them running in Europe, all they had to do was omologate them to the US, and they chose not to do that. Now they got an all new van that still isn't coming to the US. And so now this other van is long in the tooth, whether you look at gas or electric. And so electric is kind of right to kind of poke them and tell them they should give it the program, bring this along. All right, so now that I was all excited and jumping the gun. I don't know, can you still hear me? Somebody let me know if you can still hear me. The camera just tried to turn off the screen and the air and everything, so I don't know if it still worked. Check out one way to check this. I can open up YouTube. Studio. It lets me sign in. What the heck? Why are you signing me into there? That's cool. It's cool right now on YouTube Studio. I see what they're doing. My school also has a Google sign in. I'm not having luck with sign in today, am I? Let's just do it. Sign into school. I was gonna say you don't have a Google account. What are you doing? So open up the app. I don't know if I can hear on the app. Oh, they just ran in the webpage now. Sweet. The old studio app was just a big phone app and it was useless. Not useless, but for what I'm trying to do. So what I want to do is we still got that. Let's connect streaming software, but okay, there you go. Excellent connection. It says. And I think if I hear me. Perfect. All right, so let's go back to what we were doing. I don't want to end the stream. We're still talking. Okay. What was that? What was that? Okay, so go. Yes, we're at go. They've expanded their battery swap station with like this. For those of you who aren't watching every single show for every single minute, that is the go swap station. And we've been asking them to bring it to the US. It wasn't on the other side. I could have put the battery. Actually, I can still do that. There we go. Put this on the other side. That way, I remove the iPad. It'll just stop charging. Their South American operations are being partnered with Copec, the company that you saw on the other side of the graphic. So they say the Americas, not the USA. So they're going to be in South America, in Chile and Colombia. Nice. And they will start in Q2 of this year. And then here is what you're looking at in some of the other stations today. There's a nice happy lady and this guy on their scooters. They're changing out the batteries. One thing I did like about the scooters is, or not the scooters, but the swap stations, is that they'll work during a power outage. They'll just kind of like, they'll take out some of the partial charges from some of the returns and use them to charge up some of the remaining units. And depending on how they're set up, they can actually power the building they're attached to, which is nice. And so welcome to the Americas, Go Route. Just come up with one more continent, and we'll be on to something. They'll probably start with Mexico before they come to the US and Canada, based on this. All right. Then, unfortunately, Tesla Scope has received internal communications from Tesla stating that. So here's what Tesla Scope says: we can now confirm that there is no Model Y refresh plan this year in North America. Right now is the best time to purchase a Tesla vehicle. Tesla's communicated the above sentiment to their delivery advisors to share with customers inquiring about the vehicle refresh. What's happening here is Tesla says to their employees, we heard your feedback that some customers are waiting to place their Model Y order as they anticipate a refresh similar to Model 3. It's important to communicate transparently that there is no refresh for Model Y launching this year. There's no better time for customers to start driving the world's best-selling vehicle, and it is literally the world's best-selling vehicle. In addition to the $7,500 tax credit at point of sale for eligible customers, we provided a list of current incentives for existing owners and new customers. So the way they worded this, they didn't say no plans. So it doesn't mean they can't just introduce it at the last minute and say that's coming. What looks like is going to happen is if the new Model Y comes out this year, it's not going to be available in North America. So for Project Juniper, it'll probably be like we saw last year, where it came out in China and then started to slowly spread around the rest of the world. And then they switched over the US plants to making it. And this one's going to be a little more complicated because we're US plants. We don't just have one Model Y factory. We have two Model Y factories in North America. And then the Canadian situation is going to be probably the same way because we have two Model 3 factories in the world. And Canadian Model 3 was held off, and they kept making, even for you guys, they kept making the old style long after the refreshes come out. So I suspect it's going to be similar to that, just because they didn't leave any of those outs and weasel words, legalese, saying that there are no plans to, we don't intend to. They just flat out said it's not coming this year for North America. So like we always say, if you're looking at a model anything and it meets your budget and has the features you want, go ahead and grab it while you can because it's going to change. That's a guarantee. Sometimes the price will go down and that hurts. That sucks. But oftentimes when the price does go down, sometimes they take out stuff you like if you like passenger side lumber that we've got. That's not available anymore. Any number. So let's do this last one and I'll go into that birthday party with that. The Cybertruck update. It's coming from Tesla North. So Cybertruck got its first software update, but its first software update that had visible features. And what that one does is it allows the Cybertruck to continue to use power outlets while you supercharge and assumingly while you AC charge as well. The pictures they show are with it supercharging. Previously, if you plugged in anything to, if you plug the Cybertruck into anything, it would disable the onboard outlets, AC outlets. So you can still, AC charge with the USB-C and everything. But folks were complaining about that. Our friend Kyle Connor found out pretty early, and he tagged Lino, and he replied back. He said, "Hey, that's coming. For the future update, you'll be able to charge up to I forget how many kilowatts you'll be able to charge while charging." Basically, it was a matter of the way that they work the onboard charging circuit. So if you already have your Cybertruck, or if you've got one on the way, you'll be able to actually use your outlets while charging the truck up. And with that, I want to thank all of you guys for your time today and putting up with all of the technical difficulties. I want to thank our channel members for your continued monetary support. And I want to wish all of you good luck with your teams and a big game. And catch you on the flip side. Thank you very much.